The Nuratrue Pro is one of the best pair of earbuds on the market right now, and it has its own quirks that makes it stand out from the sea of wireless earbuds on the market right now. Let's take a look. Straight on the packaging, it looks really nice. I love the colors they've used here, and you get some of the quick USBs that you need to know about the Nuratrue Pro, which should be attractive. It has personalized sound, CD quality, lossless audio, spatial audio, and adaptive active noise cancellation. Inside the box, you get everything you need to get started. You get the wireless charging case, you get a charging cable which is 20 centimeters long, so it's nice and short so you can carry it anywhere with you. You get some wing attachments, so size M and size L for large, for extra secure fits in your ears. And you also get multi-sized ear tips, which has the foam for comfort fit. It comes in different sizes, so you get extra small, medium and large. Looking at the case itself, it's all made out of plastic, and you get the Nura logo up top, which is nice and finished in this glossy material, so touching it all day long will attract fingerprints, but it's easy to wipe off and just get going. On the back you have a USB-C port, which once you plug in your USB-C cable to charge it up, you get 3 indicator lights on the front, which will tell you the status of the charging. But what's also quite clever is that's hidden away, so unless you open up the lid or you plug it in, you won't notice the LED lights at all, which is pretty cool. Once you open it up, you do get your pair of earbuds in there, so your Nuratrue Pro, and they're quite cool. It's nothing new in terms of if you've seen the previous edition, which is the non-pro version, which by the way, they're not going to discontinue, that's still going. This is just the more premium pro version. Once you open it up, you get this button style, which is quite big. It's bigger than your usual earbuds that you might have seen from Sony or even Apple. One thing straight away though is it's quite awkward to actually get this out, so the slippery sort of disc around it makes it slippery. So when you try and grip it and grab it out of the case, it can be quite awkward to get out of the actual case itself. But once you get it out, it's just nice and straightforward. Closer look at the earbuds themselves, so the Nuratrue Pro. This is a plastic build with a bit of ceramic detail around it. It's IPX 4 splash proof, so you can use it for light running and sweaty sessions in the gym. But don't take it for swimming though, because these are not ready for that. It weighs just about 8.6 grams per earbud, so nice and lightweight and comfortable in ear as well, and just fit the right silicone ear tips in there for your ear canals, so that way they fit nice and snug and no issues at all. You also get it wing tips, so if you want an extra snug fit them on as well, which helps. And you get 4 microphones on each earbuds, making 8 microphones in total with some bone conductor technology, but we'll put that to the test later on down this review. On each earbud, you also get touch capacitive control, so you can control this using an app. So you can tap, triple tap, press and hold, and so on. So you can control almost anything to do with this. So volume, changing track, spatial audio, and all that kind of stuff. You can change all those settings by just tapping and hold. And you can modify those very easily. Setting up the Nuratrue Pro is very straightforward as well. What you have to do is download the app and then run through the settings. So you have to update the app, update the software, and then you have to run through the personalization, which is one of the best features about the Nura product. So with this one, you get personalized audio, which runs through some tests through your ear canals, some software magic that tests the way that you're meant to listen to music and creates a profile that's personalized just for you. And you can have multiple profiles as well. So if someone else is sharing, which I don't usually do, if someone else is sharing your Nuratrue Pro, it just means that you'll be able to have their own profile that pertains to the way that they're meant to listen to music. Once you set it up, let's run through the app quickly before we go through the features and performance. So in the app itself, you'll be able to see things like your Pro EQ, which means you can set up your own equalization if you know what you're doing. You can add a new profile or select the profile that's already there. You can share it as well, and you see your battery life on the top right corner. In the center, you see your profile, which doesn't really mean anything if you're looking at it. It doesn't say anything, it doesn't tell you anything, but it's quite cool. I like the color scheme and all that kind of stuff. Very simple and minimalist interface. On the left side is extra menu, so if you tap that, you'll be able to go into device settings and see things like multi-point settings. So with this, you can connect 2 devices at the same time and be able to switch between those devices very quickly, no issues at all. So you'll be able to switch from your computer, for example, to your phone, and by just pressing play on the music, it'll just automatically know that the other source is playing music, and it'll switch dynamically, which is smart. You also have music takeover, which is partly pertaining to that multi-point. So this allows you to just press play on the source, and it will switch completely. You also have social mode and active noise cancellation, and this is quite cool because with active noise cancellation and this is adaptive, which means it will listen out for your surroundings and adapt the music quality and maybe not so much quality, more of the noise cancellation levels and strength it'll adjust that completely. One thing I do like though is with the active noise cancellation, it doesn't feel quite suffocated as, say, the Apple AirPods Pro, which means it's nice and comfortable. You can wear it for a longer period of time, and it won't give you headaches. You have spatial audio settings, so do switch that on if you want to get that engineered sound, which means you get sound quality that sounds like you're listening to studio monitors placed in front of you. You have auto pause behavior, so I've got it set to one side at the moment, and what that means is I can take one earbud out and I'll still be able to listen to music through the one that's remaining in my ear. So it doesn't matter which one I take out, I'll still be able to listen to music on the go, which is pretty cool. It means I can use it one-eared, if that's a word, or I can put both in and enjoy my music experience. You have you can enable EU voice limiter, which is good if you're going to be giving it to someone who's quite younger. You just want to look after ears, so you don't want to be listening to loud music for a long period of time. By the way, this app is also available on Android and iPhone. And the beauty of this is if you use an iPhone, it supports AAC codec. But if you use an up-to-date Android device with Snapdragon 8 Gen Plus 1, I will say this right, but yeah, I will say that wrong, not right. But if you have a device, an Android device that's running on those, it means you'll be able to use aptX lossless audio. We'll talk more about that as well as we go down this settings and the performance. You also get voice prompts volume, which is when you plug it into your ear, you get a welcome back prompt, for example, and other prompts as well, so you can change the volume on that. You can see your software information and software updates. In the same settings, right at the top, you can configure your touch buttons and what they do, and you get a plethora of so many different options you can do. Yes, you can tap, you can double tap, you can triple tap, and you can double tap and hold, like I said at the start of this video, and you can set that to do so many different things, like enabling and disabling social mode and pause, voice assistant, play, track, previous track, answer phone calls, and end phone calls, and so much more. So the world is your oyster in terms of configuration settings there, which is cool. If you go back to the main menu, you then have right at the bottom, you got neutral and personalized. So once you've set up your personalization, you can flip between these two, although I wouldn't see why you'd want to go neutral at all, because personalized sounds so much better. Either sides of that, you get your surrounding, so immersion. If you want to listen to what's going around your surrounding, you can turn that on and off, which you can hear the difference, which is really good. So tap that again, it switches it back on. And on the right side, you get your spatial audio settings, which you can just quickly tap it on and off whilst listening to music. And below that is your immersion mode, which adds a bit of bass to what you're listening to. So you can crank that all the way to the top, or you can have it in medium mode right in the middle, entirely up to you. So I think that's pretty much it on the software side, as in the application and what you can actually do on the app. Let's talk about the features and performance. When it comes to the features and performance, like I said, you get Qualcomm aptX lossless support, which gives you CD quality audio over Bluetooth. You get Bluetooth 5.3, which brings in multipoint support. You got adaptive active noise cancellation. And like I said earlier, it doesn't sound as suffocating as the AirPods Pro, although it doesn't have the same level of noise cancellation at the AirPods as the AirPods Pro in my experience. I think it sounds a bit better on the AirPods, but on this one, it's still quite good. In terms of battery life, you get 8 hours of playback, which you also get 24 hours more if you use the case as well in the case. You have the dynamic primary earbud switching, which is where you can take one out and still continue to listen to music. You got that social mode, which reacts to your surrounding on the fly, which is pretty cool. And in terms of sound quality, like we see already, you can personalize your sound profile. You got spatial audio processing, so you can experience music like it's coming from studio monitors, and you get up to 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz over Bluetooth. So with all those technical specifications being mentioned, how does it actually sound? And I think from my experience using it so far, this can be quite subjective. So for me, it sounds really good. I think active noise cancellation is great. The bass level can be overpowering sometimes, but it doesn't affect the level of detail that you get in the mids and on the upper ends when it comes to the treble. So that's really good. Soundstage, excellent. And I think some things that I noticed though is things like your spatial audio. Spatial audio doesn't sound as effective. So when you toggle it on and off, you don't really hear like a massive difference in between the two. So that's something to bear in mind. When it comes to the lossless audio, I'm using Tidal on the Motorola Razr because it has aptX audio support, and I tried it on the Pixel 7 Pro as well. And listening to the master quality or lossless audio quality on Tidal streaming service, it sounds really good, but I think when compared to the iPhone version, for example, which uses that AAC codec, I didn't really hear like a massive difference between the lossless audio quality. But you audiophiles out there who have your ears trained to listen to the minute detail in things, you might be able to notice the difference. But overall, I think the sound quality is excellent, and this is probably something that we've been sleeping on. So if Nura can just do a bit more marketing and bring awareness to this product, it might be something that people will actually investigate when looking to buy a new pair of wireless earbuds. As for the microphone, I think they sound really good as well. I've tried using them to record audio using my iPhone and my Motorola Razr, and the sound, they're so good. It sounds very consistent, which I'm happy about. So here's the Nuratrue Pro plugged into my ears. So I'm using a microphone from this to record this audio, so you'll be able to hear the audio quality. Also for phone calls, people can hear me clearly. I can hear them vice versa, so there's no issues there at all when it comes to the microphone. I was trying to record it somehow in terms of the phone call, but the other person didn't allow me to record that audio, so don't worry about that. But yes, they do sound good when it comes to the microphones. So over to you, what do you think? Any questions? Drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer those questions for you. I think they're really great consideration if you can move past the price point. I think it's quite pricey, but you get what you pay for. And this is one of those products where you pay that sort of premium price for it and you get exactly what you pay for. But over to you, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. If this is your first time around here, please do subscribe and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I have a new video up on the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.